Hey everybody, it's Saturday afternoon, got a couple of hours, so I've come to some agricultural fields, only about 5 minutes drive from my house. And the reason is, it's every year at the beginning of April, around the beginning of April, 10 to 15 Oriental Pratincoles come here for the summer, and they breed here. And they usually arrive in Yomitan, where I live, and they're around for about 3 or 4 weeks, and then they seem to disappear. Apart from here, there's not so many other good locations on the island where you can guarantee to see them. So anyway, I've come here a few times on the way home from work in the last week and definitely seen them. I came about 2 weeks ago to check if they'd arrived yet, and they hadn't. And this is quite a large area of a number of fields, but they're often in different fields, and they're extremely well camouflaged. So you have to really have your eyes peeled to try and spot them. Now these fields are mainly sugarcane, which you can see here, which they're cutting at the moment, and they're growing something else at the moment. There's lots of farmers here today. Usually it's quite quiet, and they're planting something. I don't know if it's sweet potato or something. So there's a lot of people about. So I'm a little bit self-conscious. These are Okinawan farmers. Foreigners don't usually drive around here, so I'm a little bit self-conscious. But anyway, I will try to find them. And you're going to think I'm just doing this for the video. I've just realised they're in the field here that I've just chosen to stop at and film. I just drove around the whole place thinking they're not here. This is the quietest area because all the farmers are over there. I can see 1, 2, 3 moving now, just here. And as I said, they're so well camouflaged. Oriental Pratincoles are super cool looking birds. They're kind of unique looking, really. They don't look like many other birds. It's really overcast and pretty dark today, but actually that's fine because there's some white on these birds, and I don't really plan on getting many flight shots. I just want to get them in their natural environment. You know, I'm going to have to get down low because they're always on this mud, and you want to get a nice shot. So I'll get low down and see if I can get an interesting foreground. There's these rivets that go in the field, so you've got to be careful how you position yourself. But anyway, that's super cool. Didn't even realize they were here in this field. Here they are. They're kind of far out though. So what I do is they occasionally fly and change location in the field, and I usually sort of drive around and wait until I get lucky where I can drive past the field that they're close to. I get out my car, I sit on the side of the road. I'll use my Olympus 300mm low down looking at the screen so I can get an eye level shot. But yeah, let's get the camera out and see if I can get something. Don't have to move the car, that's convenient. Probably not going to be able to see them, but they are, I want to say, first there's 2 together, yeah, I want to say they're 40 meters into the field. Very, very well camouflaged. As you can see, this is like an old field now. The fields next to me have just been ploughed, and in fact, yeah, there are old sweet potatoes here that have been churned up. I'm just taking some video because they're way too far away for stills, unfortunately. They're almost too far away for video as well, but hopefully they might suddenly fly off and change location, which they do from time to time. Lots of sugarcane fallen off the truck as it's taken from the fields to wherever it goes. We've got some bananas there. Okinawan bananas are often smaller and green, so these are all, there's loads of them in there, these are all banana trees. Look, look, they're very cute little bananas, but they're good, and in fact my wife's mum's got some in her garden. Right, we're going to have to run the gauntlet here, because they've put the sprinklers on, and the world's longest sprinklers, so they'll probably hit the car and my camera. Here we go. Are they going to come this far? Thanks, mate. That was stupid. Now, these weeds pop up about this time of year in Okinawa, and I think they're absolutely beautiful. I don't know the name of them, but stunning flowers. Just awesome colours, red and yellow. There's just a few about. A couple of turtle doves over here, which are very common birds here in Okinawa, but I love them. I think their plumage is beautiful. So because I want to get eye level with them, I'm already ready. So I've got the car door open, just driving along with the car door open, because if I stop and then open the door, they will definitely fly off. If I just drive casually like this, they look pretty wary, they might fly off, but there again, you might just be able to get, so they're still there, they haven't flown off. See if I can get a shot. So, pulled up on the turtle doves, got out the car, they got used to me, didn't mind me being there, and I've just been crouching down for about 10 minutes, being eaten by mozzies. But I'm getting old, I mean my legs are just creaking from trying to bend down, and they're in this sort of heavy foliage, and it's so difficult to try and pick up a clear shot. So I just kind of gave up. These are birds I see all the time, but they usually fly off if you get close, but the light is getting really dark now, so I think I'll just keep driving around, see what else I can see. But I do like turtle doves, I think they're beautiful. Whoa. A field of these red weeds. Beautiful. So I'm back at the field. I've driven around and unfortunately the birds are still in the middle of the field. So today obviously I'm not going to get any decent photos, but it was fun just to drive around and show you an area I sometimes come to near my house. For this kind of photography, when birds are always close to the ground in an environment that is the exact same color as them, it's so important to get low to the ground and try to get, you've got to keep playing with your composition and try to get where you can get a little bit of foreground, some interest, and then a blurred out background, but so the bird stands out, because just pointing down, you've just got brown, brown, brown. Yes, you'll see the bird, but it's very uninteresting. And that's when the most important feature of any camera for this kind of photography, and that includes Pratincoles, obviously, plovers, Pacific golden plovers, grey plovers, or shorebirds, is a flip out screen. Silent shutter doesn't really matter because you're not getting that close. Frames per second doesn't matter because they're stationary, they're not moving very much. So the most important thing, I think, is a good flip out screen. It also helps to have a really lightweight camera. I've got the equivalent of 840 millimeters on this at the moment, and what I can do is I can get up, find the exact composition where the bird is, get right next to the field and hold this really, really low. Rest it on my foot or on the ground, or just hold it. The IS is so good, and as I said, you don't need frames per second. It doesn't matter about shutter noise because the birds are kind of far. And what you do is you look in the screen, so you just play around until you get that perfect composition with a blown out background, very shallow depth of field, and the fact that, you know, equivalency and micro four thirds, it really doesn't matter with this kind of photography. And I'll show you some shots I took here last year, just illustrating that. So yeah, it's getting super dark now. I've been bitten alive at that last place by mosquitoes. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed just having a look around the sort of usual location that I do photography. I don't deal with perches or setups or anything like that. I drive around, jump out the car, see if I can get something, or photograph from the car, but as you know, I like to get eye level. So this is a few days later, different day, different luck. Managed to get out the car, approach a bird really easily. He wasn't bothered by me. They were so scared the other day. He wasn't today. Managed to get a bit of video, some closer shots. I don't know if they're great, but certainly a lot better than I could get the other day. So yeah, if you've got a place near you and they've got a cool species there, you're unlikely going to get the best shots on your first visit. So go back and go back again if you can. Anyway, it's 6:15, light's bad, definitely beer o'clock. Hope you enjoy it. Take care and see you on the next one. Bye.